Colin here. Welcome back to Langrisser 4.0 news from the future. So, alright, on part 1 of 2 of the video, we'll be featuring the 2 news heroes. And on first part of the video, we'll be featuring Kaguya, and second part of the video, we'll be featuring Carolina. So, alright, without further ado, let's get started. So, alright, at the end of the video, I will showcase the rough translations or summary that I've done for you guys. So watch to the end. And alright, on part 1 of this video, sorry you guys, started on one now. So on part 1 of this video, we'll be featuring Kaguya. So she is from the Princess faction, strategy and mythical realm, and she's also from the Pirates realm. Oh no, sorry, I mean yep, she's just Vaporous Lady. One secret to let you guys know, she's one of the batch in part of her story. She is of origin Crimsonian or Lunarian bloodline, as you will say. So she's one of the living Crimsonian that managed to escape to this new part of the world of faction of the planet, and instead of being trapped in yellow and treated as, well, pets or slave at that side, and she concealed her identity on this place and become a very great professional trader who made a lot of money and trying to conceal her bloodline identity as much as she can over the generation. And yep, she's definitely a waifu material. And one thing to take note is that because she's a Crimsonian, even if you're over 90 years old, or if you're gonna die, she's still gonna pretty much remain the same as your opai waifu. Alright, enough of this small talk. So we'll be getting to the real stuff. So featuring Kaguya, voiced by Eric Kitamura. So well, she's quite a very famous seiyuu. I'm not gonna go too much. I believe all of you, or if not most of you, might have heard of the name already. So alright, let's have a quick appreciation of the art. I really like her design. Look at all the detail, the skirt. I definitely gonna say, if you try to go or almost a exact replication of the cosplay of her characters, I believe it's going to be quite hard. And in fact, for these 2 new characters, Carolina and Kaguya, there has not been any featured cosplay from Zilong or any other cosplayer that I know thus far in the CN server. Of course, it'll be great if we can see cosplayer from the Japan side doing that. So as you can see, the detail, the elegant, and yep, she is a smoker, sadly, but well, still she's waifu material. Alright, now we'll be finally going through her talent. So Li Qiankun is very hard to do the translate. So if you try to go direct translate, it might be called universe within the sleeves, or if you want to make it more logical translations, I'm going to go with tricks within sleeves. So alright, and we'll go through what this talent does at rank 6. So alright, number 1, increase intelligence by 20% when their allies 3 or squares tiles in range. Number 2, at the start of the turn, randomly spawn 4 terrain or tiles, 2 ring or circle around you, which have either of the following effect. Either of the effect is basically based on play cards, or if I may say, gambling game cards in the Japanese tradition game, or maybe from the CN side too. I can't say for sure, but I always watch it through anime, especially you might have heard this name in Naruto. The 3 effects are known as Ino, Shika, Cho. Ino means wild boar or boar, Shika is deer, and Cho is butterfly. So the full set of these 3 effects combined is known as Ino, Shika, Cho. Okay, so you gain this terrain, and they will be placed with this category, and when you stand upon them, you gain this charge token of the effect. Number 3, when allies move to the terrain, they will gain a random buff at the end of a turn and allow Kaguya to gain Inoshika-cho effect in according to the responding tiles the ally stands on. Do you know that Inoshika-cho effect cannot be immune, dispelled, and can be stacked up to 3 buff? So I'm going to repeat again. Based on the talent, number 1, increase intelligence by 20% when there are allies 3 squares or tiles within her range. Number 2, at the start of a turn, randomly spawn terrain tiles, 2 rings or circles around you, which will have either of the effect Inoshika-cho, ball, deer, and butterfly. Number 3, when allies move to the terrain, they will gain a random buff at the end of a turn and allow Kaguya to gain the Inoshika-cho effect in according to the corresponding tiles they stand on. So do note that Inoshika-cho effect cannot be immune, dispelled, and can be stacked up to 3 buff. Do you know that when they say stack up to 3 buff, I am not sure it's just Inoshika-cho together or individually it can be stacked up 3 buff. So in this case here, I'm going to treat it as 3 sets of Inoshika-cho because due to some of the description from her exclusive skills, which we're going through now. So right, we'll be skipping on the skills that are old skill sets that they will provide or she'll have. Basically, she is a very unique character. She has Divine Punishment, she has Black Hole, but those will be presented during the demo play. So today we'll be only solely focusing on the unique skills that she has. And apparently she has 2 classes. One is the Jade Toad class, which is a trader name that she used, known as the Jade Toad. And the other one is the Crimsonian Hermit Puff. Okay, then looking at her unique skill exclusive one. So okay, on her standard class or her original class that she comes with, so the skill is known as, I'm gonna go with Cards Within Sleeve. It's an active support skills. So number 1 is slightly long, so bear with me because it has 2 types of effect. So number 1, Cards Within Sleeve, short. So it's known as short or sitting. So it's basically based on the card term, which I'm not familiar with. If anyone know about it, kindly write it down in the comment sections and correct me. So right, number 1, Cards Within Sleeve, short. Use up a pair of buff from Inoshika-cho and gain the effect after dealing damage. Gain 1 random Inoshika-cho buff for Kaguya. Number 2, Cards Within Sleeve, sitting. So this is known as a second type, is known as seeding. Okay, use up each of the Inoshika-cho buff and gain the effect. Damage deal increased by 20%. Equipment enhancement effect, trigger rate will increase by 100%. So this second part, seeding, is kind of special because it's a equipment synchronization or resonations effect. Trigger rate will increase by 100%. I'm not sure if it refers to the equipment ability, like for example Blood Armor has 30% trigger rate, or more towards the enchantment effect. I have checked with a few players. They told me it refers to the enchantment effect rate. So I guess more to enchantment, so increase the trigger rate by 100%. So it's either the enchantment trigger rate by 100% or probably the equipment effect, but we're going more towards the enchantment effect. Okay, number 3, Card Within Sleeve, type like. use up either 3 of Ino Shikacho buff and gain the effect. So you get a command aura, all allies on the field, equipment, enchantment effect, trigger rate will increase by 20%, and that's it. So for the first and second effect will last for 1 turn, while 3 will last for 2 turns. So type shot and seeding will only last for a turn, while type light will last for 2 turns. Number 4, after using either of the above, type shot, seeding, or light skill effect, you'll cause this skill CD to become 1 turn. Unit range increased by 2 turns. Unit range increased by 2. The effect lasts for a turn, and buff on hero will not be reduced, and Kaguya will be able to move and act again. Move again movement is based on unused movement. Buff consumed will be in order of the following: Ino, followed by Shika, then Cho. So right, it's pretty long because it's a support effect that is split into 4 types. So right, let us re-summarize again. So okay, bear with me and follow with me, guys. So number 1, cuts within sleeve, type shot. So this effect use up a pair of buff from Ino Shikacho and gain the following effect: after dealing damage, gain 1 random Ino Shikacho buff. Second effect, cuts within sleeve, type seeding. So you use up each of the Ino Shikacho buff and gain the following effect: increase damage deal by 20%, and equipment enchantment effect, trigger rate increased by 100%. Number 3, type light. So use up either 3 Ino Shikacho buff and gain the following command aura effect: all allies on the field, equipment, enchantment rate will trigger rate will increase by 20%. So type seeding and type shot effect will last for a turn, while type light will last for 2 turns as a command aura. Then number 4, after using either of the shot, seeding, and light skill effect, you'll cause the skill CD to become 1 turn and increase units range by 2. Increasing units range by 2 will last for a turn. Buff on hero will not be reduced, and Kaguya will be able to move and act again. Okay, do note that move again movement is based on unused movement, and buff consumed will be in order of the following Ino Shikacho accordingly. Whew. Okay, so that's the longest thing you will be crossing, and now we'll go to her second skill. Is known as, it's very short, is known as Jade Toad Calculation. It's a type, belongs to single magical damage, so I'm going to presume it will be around 2 turns. Okay, so it's basically more of a slightly buff up type of magical scythe, the one that you'll reduce enemy defense and you heal yourself at the end of turn. Okay, so here we go. Jade Toad calculations. So number 1, attack and deal 1.5 times damage to an enemy. Number 2, increase hero's crit rate by 50%. Number 3, heal HP based on 50% damage deal after battle. Okay, let's repeat again. Number 1, attack and deal 1.5 times damage to an enemy. Number 2, increase hero's crit rate by 20%. Number 3, heal HP based on 50% damage deal after battle. So pretty short and sweet. So it's a high class single target skills. Why do I say that? Not only did you get to deal 1.5 times, which is definitely higher compared to the usual 1.3 for the standard single target magic skills, and you also get to increase your hero's crit rate by 50%, so there's a high chance that these skills will become a critical damage, will deal critical damage. And number 3, you will heal HP based on 50% of the damage deal after battle. And then moving on to the 3C. So as you can see, it is pretty short compared to its exclusive first skill. So I'm gonna go with either final throw or endgame throw, or you can go with a show hand. So it's a type belongs to single magical damage, so you have both passive and active skills. So for passive, number 1, in this battle, for any one of Ino Shikacho buff used, you'll increase the crit rate of final throw skills by 6%. So apparently there has been no cap limit for the skill, so if you can drag the battle, be it PvE or PvP, as much as you can, you should be able to constantly increase the skill by 6%, unless it will just be capped at Shikacho, which is 18%. However, it's not being returned here directly. There's no direct set cap limit. It's just every Shikacho being used. However, more logical thinking, I'm gonna go with just 18%, since if not, this is gonna be too OP, especially in PvE. So alright, for active, we'll be going to explain. So active, attack and deal 1.7 times damage to a single enemy. Number 2, before battle, let enemy gain 2 random undispellable strong debuff effect. It will last for a turn. Number 3, after battle, obtain the effect or buff, reduce damage received by 20% by Kaguya herself. Number 4, you'll be able to move 3 squares or tiles after the battle. So right, let us repeat again from the passive to the active. So for passive, number 1, in this battle, for any one of Ino Shikacho buff used, increase the crit rate of final throw skill by 6%. And then active, number 1, attack and deal 1.7 times damage to a single enemy. Number 2, before battle, let enemy gain 2 random undispellable strong debuff effect. Okay, this will last for 1 turn. Number 3, before battle, obtain the effect or buff for Kaguya. She'll gain damage reduction by 20% and it will last for a turn. Number 4, she'll be able to move 3 squares or tiles after the battle. So right, that's it for our pretty new waifu Kaguya, and next we'll be featuring Carolina. And that's it for part 1 of this video. I hope this video helped. Remember to like and subscribe. This is Kami. See you guys on the next video. Goodbye.